This is my $13,000 Nissan Silvia S15 that I found from a stranger on the internet, which is a problem because I told myself that I don't think I'd ever own an S15. Let me explain. This car has a weird story. Back in 2024, I was talking a modicum amount of shit on the Martini Works podcast, which you should go subscribe to. And in that video, I said they were overpriced, and they are. But then I got a message on Instagram from a stranger saying that if I could find a way to get it out of Gunma, Japan, 6,300 miles away, that we could have it for one of the cheapest prices for an S15 that ran, drove, and was already modified. Bullshit! I didn't believe it. It was 2.1 million yen, which translates to $13,200. And Mark was someone who I'd never met before. But it's like my mama always said, never pay full price for anything. So after a bit of wheeling and dealing, asking for terribly lit photos, and a general risk-adverse personality, I decided to say f*** it, because the only thing that gets me more excited than a deal is buying a car for a community that is split 50% with some of the coolest people I've ever met in the entire world, and the other 50% that gatekeep the hell out of this car for no reason. Those people need to chill. Big problem, the Pacific Ocean. So after a quick call to Sashin and Suzuki over at Arios, a 3-hour drive from Asakawa to verify that the car was in fact real, we were all set and in, because I sent the money without any sort of proof that there was actually a car. I sent the money before I got proof that there was a car, which was a little weird. Thank you, Suzuki, for doing that. And Sashin, I love you, and I can't wait to build the Ferrari into a drift car. I'm really excited for that. But how do you get a car from Japan to the USA when you don't use an importer? There's a reason those guys typically charge $35,000, and you don't need to deal with it if you use them, is what I'm saying. We have ChatGPT. I mean, we have friends. Export certificate, which is the most important document because it proves the car is deregistered. Commercial invoice to ensure the car was sold. A stroke of luck. Proof it doesn't have radiation. That was a new one. Wasn't expecting that. And as long as you have that when you ship the car from Yokohama to Baltimore, you just need all of this. No, it is not the minivan. It's the red one up there. That's a little funky.
You can't see it from our end, right?
Odds are high. Odds are very high.
No keys.
No keys? Where are the keys? No keys, no luck.
Sometimes you just gotta get creative.
All in, $3,700 or so in paperwork, another $900 in transportation, and $3,200 in a tariff that I still don't know why or where or how that money gets used. But anyway, $20,000 Nissan S15 with an SR20 DET, manual transmission, welded diff, work wheels, M Sport bumpers, 326 wing goodies, and an almost uncracked dash. And it's cool as fuck. Look at it. It's real, and it wasn't a huge scam. But it wasn't perfect. The body kit was smashed, the exhaust tip on the outside didn't match the pipsqueak diameter, so it sounded a little tame. The headlights were fogged, and the wheels were messed up, which we did not like that part. Also, in typical fashion, the battery was dead. What's new? Nice. But I wanted to see if this car was any fun. Truly fun. It's why we bought it. So we fixed it. We took off the body kit and got it fixed with the boys up the road at Dialed In Motorsport.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it. All right, oh yeah. This is the best freaking 3M tape I've ever seen in my life. It's getting painted. Ugh, look at that.
We put a white line sway bar kit to tighten up the body roll and give the rear a better, more consistent feeling for when we drift it.
Okay, rude. Specifically says S13.
We made a big mistake.
Huge.
We switched out the coilovers that looked like a cigarette you'd find on the floor of a New York City subway with BC Racing BR coils with custom spring rates so that we had a nice, better rear end.
See ya.
We tinted the windows. We put in a Tomei turbo outlet pipe, which has an impressive 87% more flow, and an Apexi downpipe to give this Bertha of an exhaust pipe something to do. And we did, in fact, fix the wheels. All in, I would say we're at $24,000 in parts, car, labor, repair, parts that I bought that were wrong, fuel, and window tint. Always need to have the window tint. Please don't get mad at me because I make videos on the internet, okay? I acknowledge that my privilege gave me a deal like this because in no fucking way on earth would I find an S15 for sale in the United States in this condition for $13,200. But again, I only bought this to figure out if it is any fun. So we decided to take it to Tennessee to find out. One of my favorite states to burn money on overpriced Dolly Parton memorabilia and drive some insane roads. And once the S15 was off the trailer, I was so excited and I got to drive it 0 times. But the team did, and that kind of speaks for itself because they loved it. The sounds, the way it drives, it's like a shit but better R34. That's way more fun. And if you got to drive both back to back, it's pretty much the only time you'll be able to easily see the difference between the two cars, even though they were made in the same era by the same company. Where the Neo engine has this like consistent power, the SR20 feels like a little jab in the ass crack. It's just more fun, it's more peppy. And the one thing I did get to do with these cars was chase it down in the 240Z with all my friends as they got to drive it for content, which got me one of my favorite clips of a car of all time. There's something to be said about buying a car for just the sheer fact of figuring out if it is any good or not. It's one of the really cool parts of doing this thing with all of you through Martini Works. And I'm gonna be honest, the looks are finally growing on me. Initially, I kind of thought it was ugly, but it was also jacked up to the sky. Nowadays, it looks a little bit better, and I'm pretty excited about it. But the whole goal of buying this car for such a deal was to do something with it. And now that we got the whole car done, I'm so happy that everyone else is enjoying it because they should, because we're gonna teach the team how to drift in it. They got it for a deal. What else are you supposed to do with an S15? Now we're gonna keep it nice and it's gonna look good. And I'm really excited to get the car out to USAIR, where we're the official partner of USAIR for the 2026 season through Martini Works, because we believe in helping local tracks out. And quite honestly, there's not a doper track than USAIR. And if you drift cars, you know that. So, do I like it yet? To be determined, because I haven't actually driven it at all, but all of my friends have. I'm gonna be honest, that's kind of cooler than driving it myself, because I got enough boxes to worry about and the S2000 is still broken. Hope you enjoyed the video. Go buy an S15 if it's $13,000. I think it's worth it.